has slumped quite heavily since the last season of ROS.
Yeah, that is very true. And it looks like we will be loading up, finally dropping on a Gilead and a handful of players not loading in there. But starting the drops here. This is the final time until the Grand Finals. For many of these teams, the final time we will see them in this iteration of the RGS Southeast Asian Regional Clash. As we head down onto this, Fish, why don't you take it away while we tally a couple of points up?
Final game of the Regional Clash. It's pretty locked in who is and who can and who can't make it into the next phase of the tournament. So let's see how these teams do in the final game. We were debating between WA Triple F, Fate, a few of the other teams here and there. But now it's come down to crunch time. Who needs how many points? What type of finish are we looking at for them? As we get onto the map, a very southern playing path means not many teams going towards the north side. You should still see SEO, maybe Pirate Team, make their way up towards the observatory slowly but surely. Often they will jump down and pick up a car, something that the Southeast Asian teams have mastered very well, picking up vehicles. The actual play zone goes all the way north, so it's going to benefit SEO and Pirate Team. As you can see, number 8 and 15 are slowly making their way up, which is kind of expected. But eventually all of these teams have to gravitate away from the bottom left-hand side of the zone all the way up toward the northern side of the play zone. It might take them some time. AL for the first time not dropping in the apartments of Echo Valley. Apartments have been their go-to drop point, but it seems like AROV do the exact same thing, dropping at that exact location over and over again. Baby Borneo actually under some fire very early on. And, it's I say that as if it's a shock, but it's not. AL being under fire from the very start. The very start of the game is very common. We see it all the time. No one getting taken down, so it seems like there were just shots coming out from far away. But finally, the first frag coming out, and Superman's able to get a single run over, it seems. Pirate Team have been able to pick up all their cars as well. Jeff Pro trying to run over one of the players from Fate, and it's a full convoy that just follows behind Joel. Unfortunately, he's going to get run over and executed. He thought he dodged that car, but didn't see the remaining vehicles that were coming in from behind. So he falls to that as well. A bit unfortunate there. But hilarious.
That is always fun to watch, but yeah, not if you're on the receiving end.
No, I don't think he had very much fun with that. Hilarious though. Getting into this one though, Baby are going to drive further into the territory as well. A lot of teams are making an early run, seeing that the playing path was so focused on the southwestern side of the map. They can pretty much make a run towards the top right-hand side of the circle.
All right, so having all of the points all tallied up as they currently stand, let's take a look at how things have changed. You asked about Fnatic's placement, Fish, and they did, in fact, manage to leapfrog NR Warriors and get themselves into second place. Very unlikely, in fact, darn near impossible that they'd be able to catch NRX John 316 still. But let's take a look at some of the more interesting shakeups, things that have happened that have changed a little bit here. Obviously, ECO Gaming and number 1 have been really solidifying their positions within the top 10, so they're in no danger of dropping out. Bren Esports from the Philippines have dropped down to 9th by virtue of some of those movements, as AROV have gotten themselves into 8th. Pirate Team and Pirate King have actually also solidified their positions with some really solid play. They're in 10th and 11th, respectively, at the moment. And Will Clubs, the team that we thought might be dropping out, are in 14th place right now and a measly 15 points ahead of Fate. This could be the tipping point. All Fate has to do is not go down in this pretty much immediately now, because they're already kind of like not the last
one kill.
Yeah.
Fate need 1 kill. They lost Joel, but if they can find a single frag, they are set. As far as I can see, a single frag means there is no possible way for them to be eliminated unless one of the lower teams like War of Elite do creep back in. But they're 600 points away.
Yeah.
Which War of Elite have overtaken all the other Indonesian squads.
And the reason,
a good performance today.
The reason this would work out well, for Fate especially is because if they knock Will Clubs out of the whole competition, then they don't have to, or if they knock them down to 15th place rather, they don't have to worry about getting overtaken by WAFF, not just on points, but also on the metric of them being the only Indonesian team within that range.
It's also literally the only way Will Clubs qualify is if Fate die right now. If Fate are the first team or second team to be eliminated, Will Clubs will qualify. Any other scenario, and Will Clubs are getting dropped out, and it's deja vu for Will Clubs. 2 seasons in a row, they're the bubble team.
Yep. So, and by the way, while it's not completely over for War of Elite, for Just Call Me, for Nara, any of these teams would pretty much need to end in first, and they'd need to have at least like 6 or 7 frags in order to leapfrog WAFF.
6 or 7 frags is not going to be enough.
Hold on a second, if I'm doing my math wrong. Yeah, well, I guess, so if they'd get over WAFF, but they wouldn't get over Fate. So the only way that the Indonesian squads could qualify is by beating out WAFF, and WAFF would have to die immediately as well. So yeah, pretty much mathematically out.
Yeah, it's not going to work out, so it's really just between Fate, Will Clubs, and WAFF. Fate, they've already got that kill, so congratulations. They've made it into... the grand final. So
congratulations.
As far as we know, that's actually determined the whole thing. To the best of our knowledge, and again, at the end of the day, we're going to tally the scores again. But that should guarantee that WAFF will make it in, regardless of where they finish, and Will Clubs will be knocked out.
I believe you're correct. We'll obviously get the accurate, up-to-the-date information at the end of the match. We'll be tallying the points onto a quick break and then announcing our top 15 teams for the finals. But we still have a lot left to play. It's not completely over just yet, and even though placement doesn't matter within the top 15, we'll see how they all face off. We're at 51 players left in this game. Looks like Call Me going to be racing into the research edifice. Always felt like Research Edifice was kind of like one of those super out-of-place fixtures on the map. Everything else I can kind of see is like being a, structure that you'd build. But this is a freaking pyramid. Where did it come from?
Aliens.
It does look very alien.
Research Edifice. We don't see too many. We don't see too many teams looting Research Edifice very early on. As a final place, and it does get very exciting. Though Raptors just been caught out. Dark Frost's going to lose one of their players. Call Me still scrambling to pick up whatever kills they can.
Yeah, they are. Despite the fact that it's going to be very difficult for them to try and make it all the way in.
There's still Dark Frost here. Superman's over there. Oh, Wolf jumps out. Takes a shot or two. Laser Pro is going to rejoin this fight as well.
Ah, Wolf gets downed. That's Jeff Pro. Yeah, a lot of fighting, a lot of scattered skirmishes around Research Edifice at the moment. Oh, Banderstop is going to be coming through too. Driving the car right out of the pyramid. As you do.
You can drive it all the way inside the pyramid if you want to.
WAFF likely going to take a victory lap here. Remember, all they have to do is stay ahead of the other Indonesian squads, and that's not too difficult when you're about, 300 points up. In fact, they could literally just medstrat and guarantee themselves in.
The WAFF could throw a grenade on the ground right now and guarantee themselves in. The only way WAFF are not getting in is 2 very unlikely scenarios. One, Just Call Me overtakes their score, which is going to take over 300 points.
Yeah.
Very unlikely. That's
or
a
Nara,
first place,
about the same place. Yeah.
It's a first place finish as well as over 15 frags.
And WAFF have to not get very many points.
Have to get none.
Yeah.
Then the other one is if War of Elite can overtake Will Clubs or Fate, that's a 600 point margin that they have to climb up. I don't think that's going to happen. Good job, Terrace, with the point blank RPG shot to Small Boy.
You can't miss. And they don't worry about the travel time.
Easy pickup.
Yeah, so WAFF are actually going to cruise into the circle. This is one of those circles that we always like to see too, because it's a lot of open area. Eventually that'll settle. It's mostly covered by water, so minimal amounts of players, and it'll mean we'll have a speedy resolution to this game, as speedy as it typically is within Southeast Asia.
It's going to be a long game still.
Yeah, of course. 10 minutes on the clock.
Don't expect any teams to play differently. I don't think WAFF or Fate. I think Fate know exactly They calculated exactly how many points they needed. They said 455. They had exactly 455 and they would take World Club. So they did their math and they knew that as long as they got over that and there's no crazy outlier like Nara winning 5 games in a row, they will qualify. So they have. I don't think WAFFF know they have qualified.
You're not always thinking of it in the moment. Sometimes, like, you know, we don't have the luxury of
they don't
adding
have
the numbers up at the minute.
They're worried about the games itself, so I don't think any of these teams are going to play any different. As far as a lot of these teams know, they might not even know what the rest of the region's scores look like. There might not be many players or people keeping track. A lot of the scores that we get are the ones we keep track ourselves. So
yeah, we're hard at work on our computational machines.
But as far as we know, the 15 are being decided. But at the end of the broadcast tonight, we will announce who the 15 teams that head into the grand finals are.
As well as our 3 winners of the Diamond Draw. So stick around for that.
If you want to win some diamonds, that's going to happen later as well.
Yeah. So just keep an eye on Call Me as well. They're sniffing around. So a lot of teams are just taking the strategy of take the vehicle into the circle as fast as possible. Limited amount of loot spots within the circle as well. So if everyone has actually gotten their loot on already, this is better. It looks like they will run into WAFFF. Thought that was going to be an empty house, but no.
Not going to be the case. There's still lots of RPGs going out. I haven't seen too much of the RPGs, but once in a while we get it.
We're seeing Southeast Asia start to adopt this new item.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a bit of a slow one. Unlike what we saw in the North American Cup, where it was kind of like some rounds were completely determined by RPGs and some they were just left untouched. I say completely determined. I'm using a little bit of hyperbole, but they were very frequently appearing. And then sometimes just everyone just decided, you know what, let's not do RPGs. They're silly.
I think RPGs are a really good addition to the game, but the big fight's taking place here.
Oh, Laser Pro dropped. Delusion going to get penned down here. WAFFF still trying to hang on to some territory. They should be able to stack a couple more kills up, and they do lose a few members. Jeff Pro is going to fall to Delusion. Looks like Delusion is going to be able to get aggressive back up and on his feet, though. WAFFF don't lose too much for that.
No, don't lose much. He said he'll pick it back up. He'll be fine.
Bootstraps. Look like they're going to go hunting for Superman as well around the side. Bandersapu already downed.
Mm-hmm.
Superman is nice and hidden, but not for long. Surprise.
Still just wrapping around.
There's nowhere for him to go.
All you can do is try and get towards that tree.
He's surrounded.
Delusion's there as well. He's down.
The best he could have hoped for was maybe a headshot real quick, but nothing doing. So we're down to 42 players in this game.
That's Call Me's run to the tournament coming to an end.
Yeah, they will end pretty close to 19th place or so.
Mm-hmm.
The exact final tally, not going to know until the end of it all, but rough break, of course, for all of the Indonesian squads so far. WAFFF had to be feeling pretty happy with that, knowing that they just went down. Even if they don't have the points in front of them, they should know that there's almost no way they can be overtaken at this point.
No. I don't think they know at all. I actually don't think WAFFF know exactly where they're placing or exactly how good of a score they need. As far as they're concerned, they might just think that they have to be number 1 in Indonesia, and that's not done yet until all the Indonesian teams are dead.
That's true. And still would be Nara and Baby Junior.
This is ridiculous. We had the flight path was southwestern, so bottom left-hand corner of the map. The first circle was northeastern, top right-hand corner of the map, and we only have
three teams in
the zone.
Well, one team is cruising again. It's the same team that took the boat last time, but yeah, everybody's extended looting here.
Just
so
filthy Southeast Asian circles.
They just don't care to play around them until they have to.
NetEase fix it.
Yeah. I feel like if they did, though, the North American teams would start to make a mad dash for the melees even faster because they tend to respect the green zone early.
Good. I mean, you should. Not sure why it doesn't deal more damage. It just barely tickles at this point in time. 14 minutes into, we'll get a couple of skirmishes, you hope, but I think with how drastic this circle was, it's going to be even slower.
I think you're right. We've definitely settled into the slower gameplay as these rounds have gone by. The first couple of them, I mean, it was almost unrecognizable as a Southeast Asian game because they were just so fast, relatively speaking.
So we know that Fate lost a player earlier, but as far as we can tell, they've lost 2. Oh no, Dave Jan's still there.
Yeah, no, they got a little caravan going on. Oh, CT going to run right into Terrorist and Baby Borneo and Chim Chim. Man, AL lasted a little longer than usual, but they're going to get lit up now and become cannon fodder for the members of Fnatic.
Let's see if they can turn something around. Fnatic do only have 3 players in this map, so they're only loading in with 3 for this game.
Maybe I won't write their eulogy just yet. Baby Borneo turns, runs tail as CT parks the car right near him. Still run around. Looks like they'll get the run over onto Chim Chim. He just makes sure he goes over him twice for good measure.
Nice. Just, you know, get that good old reverse going. Double tap.
Well, that's a big truck.
Raul was knocked out outside the safe zone as well. Mac getting knocked down too.
There's the Daw as well. He's keeping himself off to the distance. Baby Borneo going to step into the sights of Aaron. Yeah, I mean, it just kind of feels like hunting sport at the moment for Fnatic. There is a chance that they lose a couple more members to this AL squad, but AL just have not been able to compete at the same level, simply put.
Is Baby Borneo on your screen from AL, like you said? Not a good tournament for them. Them in road to victory, way below even. I think I can classify them in road to them Dark Frost and road to victory in one category. Even though the points that separate these 3 teams are 400, it then goes up from 2,000 to 2,600, and that's where all the other teams in Indonesia and Southeast Asia lie. So these 3 teams are the worst of the pack, and significantly so. But it's strange because these teams weren't the last to qualify from all their regions. They were 2nd or 3rd.
Yeah.
It's not like they were the worst team from their region when we started, but it turned out that way at the end of the tournament.
Start to see over 7 weeks of play that things tend to get a little bit different. We see really more power structures kind of emerge. Now, Dark Frost did pick up a lot of points today, to their credit. They really stepped it up on the day, but it was way too little, way too late to really make anything happen. And that's pretty much the only reason why we see the point spread the way it is.
The Kiss gets knocked down outside the safe zone. So number 1, losing a few people. Wolf Elite have had a really good day today. It's unfortunate they're not going to qualify in. They gave it a good run for their money.
They just needed so many points, so that's the problem. They've picked up damn near 700 already, but
695. They are 2nd place overall for today's matches. I mean,
yeah, they've just started so far behind. That's the problem. I mean, they're still behind Gao team, who were knocked out after the first round today. The Vietnamese 5th place.
If War of Elite theoretically can get, no, theoretically it's not possible. They could overtake WAFFF, but they can't overtake any other teams that would make their position matter.
Yeah, because Fate unfortunately has too much of a distance between them.
Not
and
possible.
Fate also part of the same.
With the current amount of players inside the circle, even if they killed all of them and got 1st place, it's not enough. That's going to be 525 points. They need about 600. So that's unfortunate.
Wait, would they, if they overtook WAFFF and then Will Clubs got knocked out? Yeah, no, WAFFF too far ahead.
Doesn't matter even if they overtook WAFFF because Fate's above them.
True, but if Will Clubs and Will Clubs would be above them. Yeah, no,
you're
right.
Would have to
you're right.
Knock them out.
Woo! Never do maths on broadcast. Fate, that's an RPG incoming. Straight through the house. They get out in time though. That's aggressive. Just launching that from above. Nice little cabin they've got holed up here. A little bit of a wonky parking job, but
4 frags already for WFFF. Even in the games they've lost, except for the first one, they've been getting at least a squad wipe or 2.
Yeah, I mean, this is a team that has been very efficient at getting some of those kills. I think it was aggressive that got that 4K with the RPG. Correct me if I'm wrong.
So they're 25% of the way there, WFFF, in terms of qualifying as a top 15 instead of an automatically seeded team.
Yeah.
They needed 225 points. That's a 1st place finish, and they would qualify as the 15th team into the tournament.
Displacing Will Clubs. Currently occupying the 14th spot, but should be surpassed regardless by Fate in this round.
They can still do it. They have 50 of the required 225. Come on. Aggressive needs to have that rocket launcher taken away from him.
Well, he's going to lose out after a few more shots anyways. But Aggressive's never been shy using that RPG. Getting close to that 20-minute mark. Map will shrink down again soon. Looks like it's just going to be a battle between WAFFF and Fate. Fnatic
Ping pong, ping, 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 ping.
They're going to have to get out of there. Aggressive, find some shots. See, he doesn't just need the RPG. He's pretty good on the rifle as well. Rat-a-tat-tat.
Calm before the storm again, though. There are so many players inside this circle. It's surprising because it is a beach circle, but you've got these tiny compounds here and there that teams are holding up in. You can see even like right next to Delusion & Co., W7D2 there's another squad just below them on the little hills that are close by. So it's a tiny circle, but so many different spots for teams to wait in. And the circle is enclosing, so we should get a few more fights shortly, but 23 minutes. That's what we're waiting for. That's when the big brawl's going to take place.
Baby have actually managed to survive through what has been, frankly, a horrible set of rounds for them, but this is one of their betters. So it's unfortunate that it's coming way too little, way too late now. This Baby really only picked up 115 points prior to this round. Should double that. They'll pass BDS, maybe. Give them a little bit of hope. No, they'll definitely pass BDS. They're 15 points behind. Caca! It's not as satisfying as the chicken grenade sound. Oh,
Still
fake getting run over. My goodness, what is going on down there?
What's Jackie doing over there? Just running straight into them. Pirate team win the fight, but Nepta from W7D2 is just picking up points here and there.
Do what you want, because Pirate team's free, apparently. All right, Aaron is going to get down by Shibuya, though, and you can see Neptor actually just keeping eyes trained on Rayong, who does take a heal. Roger's there as well. Pirate team actually still hanging on, but yeah, not a lot of good cover here because these are very small compounds to occupy.
Yeah, Nepta using that long-range rifle well. Without trucks and explosive crossbows, these long-range weapons have become a little bit more effective. I mean, SMGs are very strong at the moment, so if you're able to keep your distance away from another squad and help out in the long run, quite significantly at that.
Oh, yeah. Whoop, Rayong is going to get down. Neptor's going to pick up even more. So, more kills for W7D2, and it looks like we're going to be in to some of these big fights. All of a sudden, everybody out in the open, dropping like flies. It's going to be Lion going down. Neko drops as well to Roger. So, a lot of scattered members of teams remaining.
Plenty of scattered members of teams remaining. There's a random ghost car coming out as Kiss throws one at him. Play zone shrinking in 10 seconds here, Pyro. We're going to get a big fight taking place soon.
Yep, and we already got the precursor set. The Kiss is going to get the outplay on to his opposite number over there, but gets downed in the mix. Lin and the rest of Nara crawling to safety.
Get him up.
Nara just hanging, clinging on to life here. Val first, then Khaleesi.
He can't pick him up. This is a mistake. After play zone 5, you cannot pick a player up. They don't have time to med up through the zone. The zone will kill them too quickly.
So Lin's going to have to be the last man standing for Nara.
Yeah, Lin is the last man standing. Unfortunately, it will look like, oh no, Val did the right thing. So if you do bandage properly and then first aid, you will heal back up. A lot of teams make the mistake of healing straight away. So well done. Proving me wrong there.
Yeah, okay. Well, there you go. So Nara still has a little bit of hope for themselves, but hope in the tournament definitely.
First player to show me that they're, proving me wrong.
Yeah, well, first time for everything, Fish, I suppose. Still healing through it all. And into the circle we go. Looks like W7D2 have a primo spot in this cabin. A lot of windows, though. Hard to defend. Aggressive up top. Roger off in the distance by the beach. This one will end on land.
Play zone shrinking in a minute, but it's already a fairly small zone as it is. Nara making his way in.
Mocker in the sights of aggressive. W7D2 continue to pad those stats.
Holding on nice and strong here, W7D2. Remember, they're fighting for basically the glory of the Indonesian region, making sure that they qualify without a automatic qualification.
Yeah, getting the points to be in the top 15. That's what you want.
Earning their rights. I mean, they've already earned it as being the best team in Indonesia, but it's different between being number 1 and being part of the top 15.
Val's going to get dropped. Okay, that looks like the end of Nara's tournament, or most likely, unless Khaleesi or Lin were still up and available.
Yeah, Maka is still just nearby. Doesn't have any meds, it seems. Slowly healing back up, but no big bursts of medicine. W7D2 have 3 members inside this zone.
Yeah, this round very likely will go to them, barring something crazy from happening. It looks like Zrav does get dropped down by the safe zone, so Baby losing members quickly. Roger creeping up around the side. This is Pirate team maintaining their lead as well. They should be well and through to the final stage as well. Mao going to find Roger. Doesn't get enough to take him out. Roger inside of a rare safe house here.
25 minutes in. Play zone is now becoming smaller.
10 players left. And that is all we'll have before the grand finals. This one actually might end pretty quick, Fish, by Southeast Asia standards.
Wolf Elite loading it with 2 players for the final map of the tournament.
Yeah.
I mean, they had such a good day. I'm surprised. But to their credit, the 2 players that loaded in are still alive in the top 10.
This is playing with a handicap, man. It's just deliberate strats.
I feel like they could have
Aggressive
done a
is
bit
going to go running over Baby. No, okay. They just cruise through. Don't want to go too far.
He finds out that there's 2 players there, so he gets the information that's valuable for his team. This play zone is mostly close to the road, I think. There's not going to be too many areas for these teams to fight around. I think we'll go to play zone 8. I don't think this is going to be enough for the teams to take fights.
Aggressive, though, is looking to get one clip. He finds one, and now he starts to see those War of Elite members.
If he panned it correctly, you can already see
I don't think he got the down.
They're holding... No, he didn't get any downs. They're holding fire at the moment.
Ooh, close calls. And he runs into a tree. Oh, no! Run, Aggressive!
He's going to pay for it as well. He's actually gone prone. Unep saw. That's what you get for crashing into the damn tree, George.
Oh, boy. All right. Well, that's going to be one rubber chicken. Oh, boy. All right. So Dwinter's going to get taken out, too, because now they see War of Elite is actually going to see Baby. Double knockdowns. That's going to be it for Baby.
Baby do have a med stratter outside.
Ah, okay. So Baby going to stay alive a little longer. Mocker's down.
Cannot believe it, though. That was so silly.
Yeah, it looked so great. He was circling around and then, didn't account for the damn tree.
Down to 7, 2 from War of Elite, 2 from W8FFF, and then we have 3 unaccounted for players. I think there might be someone else close to the zone. 35 seconds.
Ooh, look at this. WBS is creeping up. They want to get those kills.
I mean, they have to. Next zone is going to be outside of that compound. This baby is inside the zone, actually.
You've got to be kidding me. Yeah, get it, Mao. Get it. 90's dead.
Still okay.
No, he can met up.
He's still fine.
Oh, maybe not
one
now.
Shot.
That's close. Very close. Mao's got sights on him. Okay, there's one heal. Yeah, you can't blow up the car twice, unfortunately. So 90's just going to sit there. Let's see if Mao finds a flank around the side. But
that accounts for 5 in this circle. And War of Elite are the team that are forced to move out into the open as well. So they've got their eyes up.
Here we go. WBS had his sights trained. There's the bunny hopping coming out from main app. And they're both down. So War of Elite, that will be all she wrote for them. Down to 5 players. 1 member of Baby we can see.
Roger.
Roger is there as well. And there's 1 player unaccounted for with 2 members of WAFFF in the lead.
Let's see how they decide to play this one out. Roger's still there. Baby coming out. Molotovs are being thrown as well.
That's one way to get him down. He's got the right angle.
Don't know if they know that Baby's right there. Now they know. So shots coming out from Delusion. Just trying to keep him under cover.
Yeah, Roger can't really get his gun up either since he's too busy healing.
Playzone's still shrinking as well. When that ticks over, it's when Roger's going to start to feel the heat from the burn damage.
Pow, pow.
Baby's still inside the players. And
I can't believe it.
He's snuck his way on towards that hill that's right in front of Delusion, so he's got to be a bit careful.
This is getting real tight.
More grenades being thrown out there, unbeknownst to Delusion. He's actually...
Rogers. Oh, he's close.
Getting closer and closer to Roger. So Roger's looking up here like, how the heck do they know? They don't. Baby, look at this flank. They don't know. He's trying to sneak around the back. He's trying to get on the back side of them.
Oh, my word. If Baby can take out these 2 members of WAFFF.
Does he have his pistol? No, he's got his rifle. Oh, no,
he gives away
Baby.
position.
Go back and hurt them.
He just wants to kill Roger.
There we go. Delusion. Kill Baby.
What?
Turn around and shoot him.
What are they doing? Dance battle or something.
Not sure how he missed that player right there, but Baby's still sneaking up on them.
This is so silly. Oh, it's the DA. That was the last member outside the zone.
Final game, and Baby's just like, I'm going to watch them.
I had to say this was going to be a faster one. Roger finally gets dropped. It is just down to Baby and WBS. And 90 does take down 1. but he's going to lose his life, and that's the end of the game. That's the end of the group stages here for the Southeast Asia Regional Clash. The final score will see WAFFF in the top spot, Baby in at number 2. Pirate Team makes their way into 3rd place.
It's only the final round of games. ECO did win at 905. War of Elite having a good day. Their best finish by far. Fnatic at 780. Pirate Team 770. WAF climbing up to 670, and that's important. And we'll talk about why later on. Fate also hit their mark of over 455 points to qualify at 520.
Cool. We'll get to see how everybody all stacked up in the top 15 in total. As you said, this is only the round from previous. And here are the points from the previous round. WAFFF really fragged out.
You could have 10,000.
Yeah, 11 kills, first place finish, 5 headshots. That'll do it.
That's ridiculous.
And that was with the really silly. Who was it? Was it Aggressive that ran? No, it wasn't Aggressive. It was WBS that ran the car into the tree and died.
Silly, basically. But here are
It's a tie between Philippines and Thailand for total division points.
You gotta be kidding! They actually tied, like dead spot on.
Do we not do tiebreaker based on kill score at that point?
I don't know how division points work.
That's because that's only in the rounds.
Yeah, so this determines how much prize money your division gets extra. So Southeast Asia General actually fallen behind Indonesia, despite the fact that they have more teams qualified for the top 15. Road to victory. I think they're going to be blaming you a little bit for that one.
Maybe. A little bit of a sandbag there.
Out of that, Philippines, how about that? Philippines and Fnatic tying. Here's Indonesia's points. WAFFF on top, 3,465, then a big drop after.
Yeah, you see Baby Junior kind of bringing up with 600 below, and it's pretty evenly spread between them and Nara. Just call me, but AL are the ones way on the bottom.
It also means that WAFFF have qualified for the finals. Fnatic also qualified for the finals, and all of these teams will.
Yes, indeed. We will see everyone from Thailand actually making it all the way through to the finals. So despite the bit of a slump towards the middle of the season, Thailand picks it back up. Taking a look at the Philippines, the new hotness, yeah, that's a lot of points. Even BDS walked away with a decent number.
Sure, BDS walked away with a good number, but I still can't get over the fact that we are tied 1-for-1 in division points.
That's
5
nuts.
different teams for 2 different regions that have in total combined to the same amount.
Yeah.
Vietnam with Seal Gaming on top. Gao team did get eliminated, but we'll see the top 4 teams move on to the grand finals.
Yes, we will. Decent spread of points there too. Seal Gaming definitely well earned on the top, but it's not so far and away as it is in some of the other ones. And here is the Southeast Asia General with AROV on the top. Road to Victory and Dark Frost really were the ones lagging behind in this.
Yeah, and then hats off to War of Elite. I mean, they made a really good final run. They picked up pretty much all the last 3 numbers on their score. All came from today's matches. But that's all the divisions wrapped up. And here are your top 10.
Yeah, looks like NRX John 316. No surprises, take a hefty lead at just shy of 5,600 points. Fnatic will be at number 2 with 4,700. They did leapfrog NR Warriors and Seal Gaming in 3 and 4.
Let me put this into context. NRX's best day of the tournament would not be enough for Fnatic to catch up. That's 5 maps of their best day. Fnatic wouldn't even catch up to first. That's how far ahead they were in today's competition.
And that's how far they are of number 2. They're so far and away ahead of everyone else. It'll be really interesting to see them in those finals as well. But we see a couple other teams also picked up a lot more slack. HCO Gaming in number 1 had great days today, so bringing a lot of the Thailand teams up into the top 10. Pirate Team even picked up a little bit, while Bren Esports is going to be your number 10 team.
So for context, and I'll get to this in a second. For context, NanoRX did so well that their average score is a win. That every single map, they got the average score of a win.
That's insane, actually.
But here you have the cutoff is going to be 15. So Will Clubs did get knocked down by Fate. And WAFFF not only earned their spot, but did so in plenty. Because they got 50 points more than Fate in the final round.
They are the only Indonesian representative in the finals. They were the top team in Indonesia, and they not only did that, which would have got them the auto qualifier, they earned their way into the 14th place spot, overtaking Fate at the last minute.
Almost overtaking Fire Rose as well, as you pointed out earlier, Pyra. Just very close, and you know, I had my doubts about Indonesia as a region. I still do, but WAFFF at least proved me wrong, showing that they don't need the auto qualification to get into the tournament.
That's definitely the case. I do want to really congratulate, though, especially the Thai teams for really picking it up towards the finals stretch there. So we'll see all 5 of them making an appearance in the grand finals, although a lot of new power coming out from Vietnam and the Philippines also going to show up.
Yeah, especially the Philippines. So especially the what's it called? Especially the Philippines region for having so many points now. And just to let you guys all at home know that next week we will have the regional clash finals. I actually don't even think it's next week. It's going to be
December
sometime,
15th.
December 15th.
Okay, a little bit of a time on the
A
board.
little bit of a break before we come back with the regional clash in a couple of weeks' time. That's 3 weeks away, I think it is.
Yeah, it's quite a lot. So, and it's listed as best of 7 at the moment. I thought it was a best of 12, but we can confirm that information in a
We'll
minute.
figure it out. I mean,
No worries.
Even in the rule bracket, it says
It's in the rules.
format is to be determined. After the
That's
group
true, actually.
stages.
Everything at the discretion. All the same.
Previous
yeah,
one was the previous one was a best of 12, so it seems like they're going for a best of 7 format
on a single day.
15.
That's an interesting change-up. It means less games. The teams will have to do it all on one day. You don't get to maybe have a little bit of a bad day, turn it around for the second day of finals. I actually like that change.
Yeah, I liked the best of 12. I did like the long drawn out. But it kind of meant that after day 1, we're like, congratulations, NRX, because they were like 400 points ahead after day 1, and that lead never disappeared. But December 15th, best of 7 for the top 15 teams. First time we're going to be doing a best of 7 as well.
Yeah, exciting stuff. Well, Rules of Survival as an esport continues to kind of grow and evolve, try out different formats, different things. Good to see.
And I thought that was next week, so I'm clearly wrong.
You've got some time if you want to catch that final. It's going to be closer to the end of the year.
But we still have ROS action coming up next weekend. We have the ROS North American Fox Playing Cup continuing for this second week of Group Stage Phase 2, and their grand finals comes up 1 week after that.
And that one we definitely do know for sure. A lot of exciting action going on for Rules of Survival, but that is going to just about do it for us. So on behalf of the broadcast, our sponsor Facebook, and everybody, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.